You won't believe this. Today is Gary Gensler's last full day of the SEC, and the crypto industry is filing a ton of ETF applications. I'm talking XRP Futures, Solana Futures, and much more. This is a big FU to Gary. I'll give you the details. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, as you can probably tell, my voice is still a bit weak. I've got a bit of the cold, so please bear with me, but I had to share this news with you guys. And before we talk about Gary Gensler and the ETFs, we saw Bitcoin today go on a rally across $105,000 once again. I think this is the confirmation we needed that we are indeed breaking out of the consolidation zone. So as I've been telling you guys, we want to see this rally prove itself. We want to see confirmation because the market can, of course, fake us out as it did. It faked out both the bulls and the bears over the past week. So let's see what happens. We got the inauguration coming up next week, of course. So could we see a major pump next week? We'll have to wait and see. Look, there is also the possibility of buy the rumor, sell the news events that take place. That doesn't mean the bull market's over. It's just in the short term, you're going to have the market playing with us a bit. But long term, guys, we're headed to new highs for Bitcoin and altcoins. Now, guys, today was Gary Gensler's last full day at the SEC because he's out. Monday's a holiday. He's out next week, right? And what's interesting, Eric Balchunas summed it up really well. He's an ETF expert at Bloomberg. He said Gensler wasn't even out of the building for 5 minutes, and the ETF industry unloaded a massive crypto filing frenzy, half a dozen so far. This is a major FU to Gary Gensler. They know, guys, the change of the guard is taking place. Trump is going to be in office. Paul Atkins is coming in. I mean, I just interviewed Commissioner Hester Peirce of the SEC this morning. I published that interview. Check it out if you haven't. And we had a long discussion about all these things, and the industry recognizes it, folks. And while all this was happening, today Gary Gensler was publishing a whole bunch of videos about himself, a waste of taxpayer dollars, and he's, of course, a troll. They should be turning off his access to his Twitter pretty soon. So Nate Geraci, president of the ETF store, said, filings in the last 48 hours, VanEck on-chain economy ETF, Canary Litecoin ETF, Oasis Capital Digital Asset Debt Strategy ETF, CoinShares Digital Asset ETF, ProShares Leverage and Inverse XRP ETFs, ProShares XRP Futures ETF, ProShares Solana Futures ETF. He says regulatory winds are shifting, and ProShares Leverage and Inverse Solana ETFs. Now, the two that are incredibly important are the futures for XRP and Solana. Why? Just as I discussed with Commissioner Hester Peirce in my interview this morning, the SEC has taken the approach, we want a futures market before we approve the spot market. They did it for Bitcoin. They did it for Ethereum. So these guys are putting in their applications right as Gensler's getting out, and they are expecting approvals. I think these get approved, guys. And this will set the table for the spot ETFs to be approved. Huge news. I hope you see the significance of this and why it's bullish and the timing as well. It's amazing. So, of course, Nate added some more context, around the leverage and inverse XRP ETFs. He says, told you 2025 is going to be wild. And this is the setup for the spot ETFs. James Seyfert of Bloomberg also provided a bunch of details on all these ETF filings. It's pretty incredible, guys, this last minute flurry, right? And they're doing it as Gary's running out the door. So pretty incredible stuff. So imagine, guys, we get the XRP and the Solana ETF approved this year. What's going to also happen is you're going to have the basket ETFs where it's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. So that's going to be a big hit because people usually want to have index exposure, right? They want the exposure to the top 5, top 10. So I hope you see what's coming. So James gave some details on the CoinShares, formerly Valkyrie funds, about their ETF based on their CoinShares Compass Crypto Market Index. And check this out. James says, here's a list of the assets in that index and their associated weightings. Bitcoin and Ethereum are capped at 35% on this one. So it includes Cardano, it includes XRP, it includes XLM, Tron, Solana, Link, Dot, this is exactly what I'm talking about, the basket, right? And once again, the timing of all this, and they're throwing XRP and Solana and Cardano, coins that have been mentioned in different lawsuits as securities, right? But all these companies recognize that Gensler is out, this clown, he's gone. So they're going to take advantage here. This is huge, guys. Very bullish. Don't miss how big this is. These institutional investors don't play games. They're not here for fun. They're looking to make money, and they often know a lot more than we do because they are connected with DC and Wall Street and much more, right? So they know a lot more. So guys, I think it's going to happen this year. I think XRP and Solana ETFs, possibly the HBAR ETF as well, but we got to see the futures get filed because that's how the SEC has done it. Now, could Paul Atkins come in and change that and say, hey, we don't need futures, we're just going to approve these? It's possible, but I'm going to lean towards how they've done things historically. All right, guys. And also going on right now is the crypto ball in DC with David Sachs, and a lot of industry people are there. You name it. Everybody's there, from exchanges and much more. So amazing what's happening. I would love to have been there, but the things didn't work out. But I'll actually be in DC this week for another crypto event. It's with the Digital Chamber of Commerce and the folks at Constellation Network. They're hosting an event similar to this. So they should have a lot of people from DC there, and DC staffers and so forth. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll try to see if I can get you guys some insights and information. So stay tuned. And guys, like I said, check out my interview with Commissioner Hester Peirce from this morning. It's a good one. And we talk a lot about what the SEC is going to do this year. Now, guys, before I wrap it up here, check out our sponsor, BitGo, which is one of the top tier crypto custodians in the market. They recently launched a retail platform where you can buy, sell, trade, and stake crypto. So, of course, you're going to have the top tier security for your assets. And they have a self-custody wallet. They're also giving away 1 Bitcoin per quarter. So you can sign up and get a chance to win some free Bitcoin here. So if you'd like to learn more, go to bitgo.com. Link will be in the description. And guys, a great way you can support me is by signing up for my free email newsletter. It's 100% free. Link will be in the description. Also, grab a copy of my book, Rethinking Crypto. It's available on Amazon in paperback and digital. Buy a copy for yourself. Buy a few copies for your friends and family. Help them to learn about crypto. Knowledge is power. And if you bought a copy already, please leave a rating and review on Amazon. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.